I decided to quit all social media for one whole week. No scrolling, no posting, no notifications. In this video, I share the surprising effects it had on my mind, mood, productivity, and overall well-being. From unexpected challenges to newfound clarity, here's an honest look at what really happens when you step away from the digital noise. If you've ever wondered about taking a break from social media, this might inspire you to try it too. Number 1. How social media affects your mental health. Social media has become an integral part of modern life, offering instant connectivity and access to information. However, its influence on mental health is complex and often detrimental. One of the most significant effects is the phenomenon of social comparison. Research consistently shows that exposure to idealized images and lifestyles on platforms like Instagram and Facebook can lead to increased feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, and depressive symptoms. A 2018 study published in Computers in Human Behavior found that individuals who frequently compared themselves to others on social media experienced heightened levels of anxiety and depression. This is because social media often portrays a curated reality that emphasizes success, beauty, and happiness, which can make everyday life seem less fulfilling by comparison. Moreover, the constant stream of notifications and information contributes to cognitive overload and digital fatigue. The brain's capacity to process information is limited, and the non-stop barrage from social media can lead to stress and reduced attention span. According to a 2017 study in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology, limiting social media used to 30 minutes per day significantly decreased loneliness and depression among participants, highlighting the mental toll of excessive online engagement. Sleep disruption is another well-documented consequence. The blue light emitted from screens suppresses melatonin production, disturbing circadian rhythms. A 2019 study published in Sleep Health reported that teenagers who used their phones before bedtime experienced poorer sleep quality and higher rates of anxiety and depression. Since restorative sleep is crucial for emotional regulation and cognitive function, social media-induced sleep deprivation can exacerbate mental health problems. Interestingly, although social media platforms are designed to connect people, they can paradoxically increase feelings of loneliness and isolation. Studies such as one from American Journal of Preventive Medicine, 2017, show a correlation between heavy social media use and perceived social isolation, suggesting that virtual interactions might not replace the depth and emotional support provided by face-to-face relationships. Online socializing often lacks the non-verbal cues and intimacy that foster genuine connection. Cyberbullying and exposure to negative content are additional risk factors. A 2020 report from the Pew Research Center found that about 41% of U.S. adults have experienced online harassment, which can have severe psychological consequences, including anxiety, depression, and lowered self-esteem. The anonymity and distance online can amplify hostility, making social media a potential source of emotional harm. Furthermore, social media algorithms are engineered to keep users engaged by promoting emotionally charged content. Research published in Nature Communications, 2021, reveals that false news spreads faster and more broadly than true news, often eliciting stronger emotional responses. This amplification of sensational content can heighten users' anxiety, stress, and feelings of uncertainty. Despite these challenges, social media also offers positive mental health benefits when used mindfully. It can facilitate social support, especially for marginalized groups, provide access to mental health resources, and foster a sense of community. The key lies in intentional use. setting time limits, curating feeds to prioritize uplifting content, and balancing online interactions with meaningful offline relationships. In summary, social media's impact on mental health is multifaceted. Scientific evidence highlights risks such as increased anxiety, depression, loneliness, disrupted sleep, and exposure to harmful content. However, with conscious use and digital literacy, individuals can mitigate these effects and harness the potential benefits. Understanding these dynamics is crucial in navigating the digital age while safeguarding psychological well-being. Number 2, the benefits of digital detox. In today's hyper-connected world, the concept of a digital detox, taking deliberate breaks from screens and digital devices, has gained significant attention due to its profound benefits on mental, emotional, and physical health. One of the most immediate and noticeable benefits of a digital detox is the reduction of stress and anxiety. Constant exposure to social media notifications, emails, and the pressure to respond instantly creates a sense of urgency and cognitive overload, which can elevate cortisol levels and perpetuate feelings of overwhelm. By stepping away from these stimuli, individuals allow their nervous systems to relax, promoting a calmer mental state and greater emotional stability. Research published in the Journal of Environmental Psychology has shown that even short breaks from technology can improve mood and reduce stress, highlighting the restorative power of disconnecting. Another crucial advantage of a digital detox is the improvement in sleep quality. The blue light emitted from screens inhibits melatonin production, disrupting the body's natural circadian rhythm and making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. People who reduce screen time, especially in the evening, often report deeper and more restful sleep, which enhances cognitive function, mood regulation, and overall health. Better sleep, in turn, strengthens the immune system and boosts energy levels, creating a positive feedback loop for wellness. Moreover, a digital detox encourages individuals to reconnect with the present moment and engage in mindfulness practices. Without the constant distraction of digital devices, people become more aware of their surroundings, thoughts, and feelings. This heightened mindfulness can reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression and foster a deeper sense of gratitude and contentment. Additionally, taking time away from screens helps improve interpersonal relationships. When people are not glued to their devices, they tend to engage more meaningfully with family, friends, and colleagues. Face-to-face interactions, rich in nonverbal cues like eye contact and body language, foster empathy and strengthen social bonds. Many people find that after a digital detox, they feel more connected and present during conversations, enhancing the quality of their relationships. From a cognitive perspective, reducing digital consumption can boost concentration, creativity, and problem-solving skills. The endless scroll and rapid consumption of bite-sized content often fragment attention and discourage deep thinking. Digital detox periods provide the brain with the mental space needed to focus deeply on tasks, spark creativity, and cultivate innovative ideas. Physically, limiting screen time reduces eye strain, headaches, and sedentary behavior, contributing to better overall health. Spending less time sitting and more time engaging in outdoor activities or exercise can improve cardiovascular health, reduce obesity risk, and elevate mood through the release of endorphins. Furthermore, a digital detox allows individuals to regain control over their time and priorities. Many people find that without the constant pull of social media and notifications, they have more hours in the day to pursue hobbies, self-care, or personal goals. This sense of regained agency can increase motivation and life satisfaction. Finally, a digital detox can foster a healthier relationship with technology itself. It encourages intentional and mindful use rather than compulsive, unconscious scrolling. People often return from detox periods with new awareness about their digital habits and develop strategies to maintain a balanced digital lifestyle, such as setting app limits, turning off non-essential notifications, or designating tech-free zones and times. In essence, the benefits of a digital detox are wide-ranging and deeply impactful. From mental clarity and emotional calm to improved sleep, enhanced relationships, and physical health, taking regular breaks from digital devices is a powerful practice for anyone seeking greater well-being in our technology-saturated world. By intentionally disconnecting, we can reconnect more meaningfully with ourselves, others, and the world around us. Number 3, changes in mood and focus after quitting. Quitting social media, even for a short period, can bring profound and noticeable changes in both mood and cognitive focus, often revealing just how deeply these platforms have been influencing our mental state. One of the most immediate effects people experience after quitting social media is a shift in mood, usually characterized by a reduction in anxiety and emotional volatility. Social media feeds are often saturated with negative news, social comparisons, and the pressure to maintain a certain online persona, all of which can contribute to feelings of stress, inadequacy, and sadness. When a person steps away from this constant stream of stimuli, the brain begins to recalibrate and can move towards a more balanced emotional baseline. Studies have shown that disengaging from social media reduces exposure to triggers of anxiety and depression, which in turn leads to improvements in overall emotional well-being. For example, a 2019 study published in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology found that limiting social media use to 30 minutes a day significantly decreased levels of loneliness and depression over a 3-week period, highlighting the positive impact on mood that can come from reducing digital exposure. In terms of focus and cognitive clarity, quitting social media often results in a noticeable improvement in concentration and productivity. Social media platforms are deliberately designed to capture and fragment attention, using algorithms that deliver endless streams of engaging but often distracting content. This constant interruption can lead to attention residue, where the mind struggles to fully engage with a task because it's still partly focused on the digital distractions. After quitting social media, many users report a dramatic decrease in multitasking and cognitive switching, enabling deeper focus and longer periods of sustained attention. This improved focus is essential for completing complex tasks and engaging in creative thinking, as the brain is freed from the fragmented processing caused by frequent digital interruptions. Neuroscientific research supports this by showing that reduced multitasking improves working memory and executive function, which are critical for problem-solving and decision-making. Mood improvements after quitting social media also include increased feelings of contentment and reduced irritability. The absence of the compare and despair cycle, where users measure their lives against the often unrealistic portrayals of others, allows for greater self-acceptance and emotional stability. People often find themselves less reactive and more patient as the emotional roller coaster of online validation or criticism subsides. There can also be an increase in mindfulness and present moment awareness, as individuals are less distracted by notifications and the urge to check their devices. This mindfulness contributes to emotional resilience and a calmer mental state, helping individuals better regulate their feelings and reactions to daily stressors. However, it's important to acknowledge that the initial period after quitting social media can sometimes bring about feelings of withdrawal or boredom, as the brain adjusts to the absence of frequent digital stimulation. Some people may experience a temporary dip in mood or increased restlessness, symptoms similar to other behavioral addictions, as the habitual dopamine hits from social media interactions are no longer present. Over time, though, these withdrawal effects typically diminish, giving way to more stable and positive emotional states. In addition to mood and focus, quitting social media can improve sleep quality, which in turn enhances cognitive function and emotional health. Without the temptation to scroll late at night or the blue light emitted from screens disrupting melatonin production, many people find it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. Better sleep supports mood regulation and memory consolidation, creating a virtuous cycle of mental well-being. In summary, the changes in mood and focus after quitting social media are often transformative. Reduced anxiety, decreased depressive symptoms, improved concentration, greater emotional stability, and better sleep are common benefits reported by individuals who disconnect from social media. While the adjustment period may involve some initial discomfort, the long-term gains in mental clarity and emotional balance can significantly enhance quality of life. Quitting social media acts as a mental reset, allowing the brain to recover from overstimulation and regain control over attention and emotional health. Number 4. Tips for managing social media use mindfully. In an age where social media is deeply woven into the fabric of daily life, managing its use mindfully is essential for preserving mental health, emotional well-being, and productivity. Mindful social media use means engaging with platforms intentionally and with awareness, rather than passively scrolling or compulsively checking notifications. One of the foundational tips for achieving this balance is to set clear boundaries around social media time. For instance, allocating specific time blocks during the day for social media use can prevent endless scrolling and reduce the likelihood of digital burnout. Using built-in app timers or third-party digital well-being tools to limit daily usage helps maintain these boundaries effectively. By consciously deciding when and how long to engage, users regain control and reduce the unconscious habit of checking their phones multiple times an hour. Another important practice is to curate your social media feed actively. This involves unfollowing or muting accounts that evoke negative emotions such as envy, anxiety, or anger, and instead following pages, groups, or individuals that inspire positivity, learning, and support. Tailoring the content you consume shapes your digital environment, helping foster a healthier mindset. Some people find that detoxing from certain platforms temporarily can reset their expectations and reduce the need for constant validation or comparison. A periodic social media cleanse, whether a day, a weekend, or longer, can provide valuable mental space and clarity. Practicing self-awareness while using social media is also crucial. This means checking in with yourself regularly to notice how certain interactions or content affect your mood and thoughts. If scrolling starts to feel compulsive or emotionally draining, it's a signal to pause and reflect. Mindful users might employ techniques such as deep breathing or grounding exercises before and after using social media to stay connected to their internal state. Setting intentions before opening an app, like seeking information, staying in touch with friends, or entertainment, can help keep interactions purposeful rather than aimless. Another practical tip is to minimize distractions by turning off non-essential notifications. Constant alerts encourage frequent checking and disrupt focus throughout the day. Disabling sounds or badges for likes, comments, and other social signals can reduce the anxiety associated with needing to respond immediately. Creating tech-free zones in the home, such as the dining area or bedroom, encourages presence during meals and promotes better sleep hygiene. Likewise, establishing no-phone periods, especially during work, study, or social gatherings, supports deeper engagement in offline activities. Engaging in offline activities that fulfill similar psychological needs can also reduce over-reliance on social media. For example, nurturing real-world relationships through face-to-face interaction addresses the human desire for connection in a more meaningful way than online interactions often do. Pursuing hobbies, exercise, reading, or creative projects provides alternative sources of dopamine and satisfaction that are less fleeting than social media rewards. This balance reinforces a healthier lifestyle where digital use complements rather than dominates. For parents and educators, modeling mindful social media use for children and teens is particularly important. Teaching younger generations about the impacts of social media, encouraging critical thinking about content, and promoting digital literacy empowers them to navigate online spaces more safely and thoughtfully. Open conversations about emotions triggered by social media and fostering environments where kids feel comfortable discussing their online experiences also contribute to healthier digital habits. Finally, it's valuable to remember that social media is a tool, not a master. Regularly reassessing your relationship with these platforms allows for adjustments that suit changing life circumstances. Mindful use is an ongoing practice rather than a one-time fix, requiring patience, self-compassion, and flexibility. By implementing these strategies, individuals can cultivate a balanced digital life that enhances rather than detracts from mental clarity, emotional well-being, and meaningful connection. Ultimately, mastering mindful social media use is about reclaiming personal agency in a digital landscape designed to capture attention. It encourages a shift from reactive consumption to intentional engagement, fostering not only healthier habits, but also a more profound understanding of how technology shapes our lives. This conscious approach opens the door to deeper self-awareness and empowers individuals to cultivate digital experiences aligned with their values and goals. As we navigate the evolving interplay between technology and human connection, embracing mindfulness in our online behaviors becomes a powerful act of self-care and resilience, enabling us to thrive both online and offline.